not big on the WikiLeaks thing. I think it's insanity because obviously we've all known, at least you should have known by now, that they're tracking your every move and always have been. Not that it's in live stream time, that's too much information. That's the bunkers kind of debate rebuttal. Well, it's just too much information, there's too many people to track. Right, you're right, you're 100% right. You can't track 319 million people in lifetime. You can, however, store as much information on those 319 million people in a database, and then when you need to check that database for whatever reason, say, for instance, I don't know, we got word that LB here is into some shady terrorist shit. Let's look up the database. Oh, look at that. We have 5 years of information. He's been carrying his phone. Here's where he drives. Here's where he is at 10 o'clock. Here's where he is at 11 o'clock. No, he doesn't make any weird stops or purchases. Here's his credit card statements. No weird purchases. Not buying bomb-making materials. Not buying PVC pipe from Home Depot every week. He's good to go. That's what they do. They track that information. And not only do they track that information, a lot of information you willingly give to them. Now keep in mind, whether you believe it or not, and it is public knowledge, you can look it up, Google was founded and has CIA ties. Some of the higher ups in Google are tied into the CIA very tightly, and Google has a lot of your information. Let's take two examples. Let's take Google and let's take Facebook, okay? So you have a Google phone and you drive around with Google Maps like I'm doing right now. That information is the property of Google, not you, because you're using their services, okay? So when that information hits their services, that you're navigating your search history, for example, I just searched for the VA clinic I'm going to. That search query has to go to the Google servers to get, an answer and sent back to my phone. Now that information is more than happily stored on Google's side so that they know my history and they know that if I ask for it again, it comes up quicker. That information can also be looked at by Google because it is their information. That's what I search for. Brown Eyes LB here is searching for VA clinics. Now, if I happen to be searching for Home Depots that stock large quantities of PVC pipe and, thermite making companies, if I search for those two things, the CIA is going to fucking know my name. I promise you that. Facebook. You put up your photos, you put up your check-ins, right? Checking in here at this airport, checking in at this airport, going on vacation. Now, it's long been known that criminals use Facebook to know when you're home and when you're not home to break in your house, right? A smart criminal will look at your Facebook, and usually most of that shit is public because no one's privacy settings right, or you make a fake friend with a fake picture and you friend request them, and people will accept your friend request even though they don't know you because they want their numbers higher, right? I have 400 friends. I don't know 200 of them. They're just random pictures. So a smart criminal would go on there and be like, oh, look at this. This guy's going on vacation to Bermuda in the next week and he won't be home for a week. Well, I guess that's the week I'm going to break into his house and steal all his shit. That's public knowledge and people have been doing that forever, right? So now take the government. The government can take all that information too. You don't think you don't think Mark Zuckerberg and Clinton are fucking bum buddies and the government are bum buddies and they don't all fucking do that shit? So they got your pictures, they got your check-ins, they got your GPSs, they got your friends, they got your whereabouts, they got everything. Everything. They have so many pictures of you because you selfish morons keep posting selfies like anyone gives a shit. Alright, and I'm going to talk about that in a second, but so you put all these goddamn selfies of you on the internet, and they have so many of these pictures now that they can recognize your face with a picture. Okay, so you're walking down the street, I take a picture of your face and put it through a database, and it matches it with all these stupid fucking selfies you put up, and then finds out who you are in under 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes. It's probably like 30 seconds, but I'm just making up numbers here. So because you're so goddamn into yourself, because you're so goddamn narcissistic, that you have to put up pictures of yourself doing nothing, you now can be tracked just your face. You don't believe me? Look at the guy who shot the lady in Georgia and got caught in Nevada because his face got recognized on the camera that he walked past. Look that up. That was just recent. And this man literally just walked past a camera in an airport and it recognized his face, who he was and what he had done, and then he got arrested. Can you believe that shit? So they're looking for me, say they're looking for me. The government's looking for me strong, not like the local police. I'm talking the feds. They're looking for me. And I walk past a camera
in 1,000 feet
in a federal building or in an airport or, I don't know, at a Wells Fargo, who knows, and it recognizes me and goes to a database, clicks them off, and boom, they got me. It's like, that's the world we're coming to. This police state, this constant surveillance state that nobody wants, but nobody fights against. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants to get raped in the asshole. But you know what? When someone tries, you definitely fight them off. You definitely fight them off, right? Oh no, this guy's trying to rape my butt and I don't want it, so I'm going to fight him off. But I don't like surveillance, but I'm not going to really do much to fight against it. Insane. Where was I?